Are we all set? Okay, we're here at Ingersoll Place. Ingersoll Place is an assisted living facility, and they also do respite care, so that's one of the newest things. And we're here with their food service director, Steve Grabkowski, and he's offered to show us some of the great foods he can fix, and we'd love to have chefs on our show. So Steve, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing today.
Good morning. Well, we want to emphasize fresh produce that we have available here. It's summertime. Utilize the fresh produce. Some of this is from my garden, some of this is from another coworker's garden. So we're going to do an entree that we actually have on the menu here for the residents. It's an Oriental pork dish, tempura pork. Then we're going to do a grilled vegetable salad. And then we're going to do a cold pasta salad, Italian salad. And then we'll do some grilled pineapple as a dessert as well. So a lot of it will be grilling, because it's the outdoors, it's summertime, so let's utilize with what we have for the weather and fresh produce from our vendors or from local gardeners.
And one of the things that you do try and do is make sure they get balanced meals.
Definitely. Fresher ingredients, fresh herbs, as I emphasized before in your show, you're going to have more flavor. You don't have to use as much fats and salts.
Okay, so you probably use a lot of herbs to get that flavor coming out.
Fresh tarragon, fresh dill, fresh basil, scallions, all our fresh vegetables.
You need a garden out back.
We do. We do. So I'm going to start off with our tempura pork that I serve here for the residents. So I've got some beautiful lean center cut pork loin, cubed, already fully cooked.
The other white meat?
The other white meat. You can use chicken. I've got some tempura batter here. The trick on tempura, on homemade tempura, you want to keep it cold.
Oh,
okay. It's a very simple recipe. All it is ice cold water, a couple eggs, maybe a half a cup to a cup of flour with a little baking soda. You add your water
baking
first.
Soda, not baking powder. You use baking soda.
I use baking soda.
Okay.
Okay. So we have the fryer at a high temperature, around 375. We're going to add the pork. You're literally only going to flash fry it. While that's going, I'm going to get a frying pan going and get our sauce ready for it.
And the one thing about the tempura, it gives a very light coating on it.
Very light coating, exactly. And being that this is a cooked item, it does not have to fry for a long time at all.
Right. So you can do this with chicken. Could you do that with fish?
Chicken, you can do it with fish, ahi tuna, mahi, mudfish. There we go. Let's fry it.
Well, you're braver than I am getting close to that fat.
It's not that for a while you get numb to it.
You get used to it, right?
So while that's going, we got a nice saute pan heating up. We're going to do an orange glaze with this pork.
Oh, yes. Perfect combo.
So we're going to start off with a little bit of, like maybe a teaspoon of sesame oil.
Is that toasted sesame or regular?
This is regular sesame oil.
Okay. Because the sesame has such a wonderful flavor.
Definitely. Now I have actually just marmalade. Probably just under or over a teaspoon of fresh ginger.
Oh, ginger.
We're going to get that dissolved.
Oh. What a wonderful combo.
Our pork is actually pretty much done. We're going to set that off. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
And ginger is so good for you. It's good to see that it's in there. Good for the stomach and everything.
Our sauce is done. You can see it's thickened by the natural sugars in your marmalade. You're going to take your pork.
Oh, you put it right in.
We use brown rice here for serving it for the residents.
Brown rice is good.
So we're going to take some brown rice. We're going to take some fresh green peas. Garnish it with a little green onion.
Oh, those are the scallions, right?
Yes.
I love those.
And that is one of our entrees. Obviously, this is a larger version of what we would serve. But that's an Oriental pork dish, and it took us 5 minutes to make.
It doesn't take
about
long.
10-15 minutes prep time. 5 minutes literally to heat up. And once again,
it looks wonderful.
You can utilize your chicken, tuna. You can even use flank steak.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it. It looks wonderful.
Excellent. Now we're going to try some grilled vegetables. We're first going to get some homemade croutons. I'm going to use, this is a dish that I make at home. I haven't made it here, but this is a dish that my kids love. I'm going to take some wheat bread that's about to go. Don't throw it out.
That's what I do.
Make croutons. So I'm going to take a little olive oil, drizzle it a little bit on each one. Then we're going to pop it in the oven.
You know, that works also with any rye bread or pumpernickel or anything.
Any bread that you like. Now, all the fresh produce we talked about. We've got some fresh romaine, fresh red onion, red bell pepper, zucchini, and squash. On the squash, I cut it lengthwise in half and then cut it in half again. I took some of the seeds out so it's a flatter surface for grilling, and I scored each side. You can always marinate these items. It's not necessary because what we're going to add to it, you're going to have all the flavor. I'm just going to drizzle a little olive oil on our lettuce.
Do you grill the lettuce?
Yes, grilled romaine lettuce.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. It won't take long at all, just actually maybe a minute, if that.
And the purpose of grilling is, because I do cook lettuce in soups.
It's going to give it an earthier flavor. And it's just going to taste like, it's going to have that smoky taste that you have. When you do any grilled onions, suggestion, always cut them really thick.
Yeah, because they'll fall apart. Yeah,
they'll fall apart.
I noticed that you're not salt and peppering them at all.
No, we could do that at the end, but you can do it during the process. Being that we're in the healthcare, when I do the grilled vegetable salads here for Ingersoll, we do not add salt to their items. We're going to use, as you can see, then we're not grilling it long. We're just getting some marks on it.
Oh.
That's all we're doing.
I suppose you could do portobello mushrooms too with
portobellos, you name it, anything. You can do grilled red beets, and that'll give you a lot of sugar caramelization on it.
Well, I'm getting a lot of turnips. If you can give me some recipes for turnips, I'd be thrilled. I don't know if I could grill those though. They take forever to cook.
We're grilling this fast. For TV purposes, I would probably have it on a little longer. As for the lettuce, we're actually done. We just want a flash, quick flash on that. Cut it in half, wash them, and I left the core. That will keep them from falling apart or staying together on the grill. Obviously, these guys you're going to have a little longer.
You can cook them a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because we can stop the camera.
Alrighty.
So while the other is cooking, he's prepping the lettuce that he's grilling.
Okay, we're almost at the final end of our grilled vegetables for our grilled romaine salad. So we're going to take off our veggies. Another trick if you wanted to finish these off and not have a large amount of char on them is put them in a bowl or an insert like this. Little plastic wrap, the natural heat from the grill, the heated vegetables will finish steaming and cooking off your vegetables. We're going to go light grill on our peppers. Our onions are nice and grilled.
Oh, those red onions are always so good. They're so sweet and delicious.
Definitely, a lot of sweeter flavor.
And they give you that color too.
Exactly. We're going to set this aside. Then we have our homemade wheat toast that I made little triangular croutons out of with olive oil. I scored some fresh garlic and I threw a little salt on it. What you want to do is right when it comes off of the oven, just rub your croutons with the fresh garlic.
And that won't give that overpowering garlic taste.
No, it won't.
Just a gentle taste.
Just gentle taste. Then we'll cut them up a little bit in more bite-sized pieces from there. We'll set that aside. We'll take some of our vegetables that we grilled just now, nice and hot. You want to use grilled romaine or romaine lettuce when you're doing grilling because it'll hold the body and it'll still stay crispy. The outer shells of where you have it grilled will be a little bit loose. That's what's going to give you the grilled flavor. So we're going to take our grilled squash and zucchini. We're going to take some of the red onion.
And onions are so healthy for you too.
Definitely, definitely. And as you said, it gives you a lot of nice color. Give you some red bell pepper. You can use green. I prefer red, yellow, or orange because they're more on the sweeter side.
They are.
You know?
I think the skins are a little bit easier to digest than the green pepper sometimes.
Yes. Then we have some of our croutons. Now we're going to season it with a little salt and pepper now. So we got some.
You need a little salt to bring the flavor out.
Definitely. Not too much, just a pinch of each. Now my homemade dressing that I'll make at home is actually the juice of fresh lemon, 2 lemon, a couple tablespoons of olive oil. So we're going to put our lemon juice.
You use the extra virgin or any olive oil?
You could. I like using plain olive oil on this, regular olive oil or pumice olive oil. Then we're going to mix that up really good.
So it's a tossed.
Then I'm going to garnish it with some fresh grated Parmesan.
Oh, wonderful.
Now you can go just like that, or I did ahead of time. I have some grilled chicken. They can also serve, and that would be a whole entree right there. And you can serve your loved ones.
I'll tell you, if you're on a diet, this to me is a meal that would satisfy you and would really be nutritious and you get everything you need.
Definitely, definitely. So that is our grilled romaine salad.
Okay. Okay, and if you've been watching, you know that we're talking with Steve Grabkowski. He's Ingersoll Place. He is a chef and their food service director, and he's made some wonderful dishes already. And now we're going to go to a salad, which he's going to make with
couscous. No? Yes, Israeli couscous.
Oh, okay.
Israeli couscous
is there a different one?
Israeli couscous. The pearls on pasta are larger, as you can see, almost like a tapioca.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to use nothing but all fresh ingredients. Again, utilize what we have that's out there in our market, in your garden. Fresh grape tomatoes that we're going to add that I sliced in half.
I love those grape tomatoes.
To cut the salt, we are going to use sliced black olives. What I would use maybe at home is maybe some pitted calamatas. We've got some thin sliced small julienne of red onion. We've got some carrots, little chopped up carrots. Green bell pepper, give it that vibrant green bell pepper color. We've got some scallions. Okay, and the last one we have is I got some aged sharp provolone. You can omit the dairy item, but this will give it a nice Italian kick to it. And then being that we're going to go with the Italian theme, with the olives and the tomatoes and the cheese, we've got a homemade balsamic dressing that we're going to drizzle right in there. It's probably about a 1/4 cup that we added to it. Mix it all up. You can use any form of pasta, zentellini, you name it, elbows, whatever you like. I figured with the couscous, it's nice and small, uniform, and then all the toppings on it are around the same size.
Yeah, and you know, the size is important, that you kind of keep things
exactly
together.
We're going to utilize some of the fresh basil out of my garden.
Oh, I love basil.
When it comes to doing herbs, you always want to add it at the last ingredient, whether it's a hot food or a cold food. You don't necessarily have to chop it up with a knife. You can hand cut it like so, and that'll add a lot of flavor and color.
I know what
that is our couscous salad that I'm going to actually demo this coming week in the resident council meeting.
Good. Oh, yeah, they haven't tried it yet then?
They have not tried that yet.
Oh, they do a taste test?
They're going to do a taste test, and they're going to say either yes or no.
Or else you'll get chopped.
We get chopped. Exactly. And then my last item that I wanted to do was a grilled pineapple.
Okay, great.
Fresh some fresh pineapple here that we're also going to grill. Utilize your grill. We cut this in half, then cut it in half again. Then I cored it, so it's going to be a flat surface that you can grill on.
Oh, okay.
Core is already out, so everything here is edible, but I saved everything here for presentation. You can either base this with brown sugar and butter or honey. What I'm going to do is with a little honey, we're just going to drizzle a little honey on it.
Honey is so good for you too.
Exactly, natural sugar. And then we're going to throw that right on the grill. You're probably going to keep it on for about 5 minutes, and then you're going to crisscross it to get the grill marks. You can do it on the other side for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It's not necessary because it's the skin. You're not going to eat the skin. And then we got a final product right here, which I actually cut underneath and then cut again. Then I drizzle again with some more honey, and then we have our fresh pineapple that you can eat right from the pineapple skin itself.
And the purpose of grilling is just to give it that smoky taste on top.
Yes,
Sweetness.
it's going to bring out the sugars. And if it's a really white pineapple, you don't even need any honey or other sweeteners. You can drizzle it maybe with a little canola oil, so it won't stick on your grill, and then it'll caramelize.
Oh, you do that with grapefruit,
Yep.
right?
This will go good with grilled chicken if you wanted to do like a tropical chicken dish.
Hawaiian dish.
Hawaiian dish. And that's what we have here at Ingersoll Place.
Wow, well,
Thank you very much.
we've been talking with Steve Grabkowski, and we've been invited here to see just how the residents at Ingersoll Place eat. And this is an assisted living facility over on Walltown Road, and we just wanted to give you a taste of Steve Grabkowski's hand.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.